Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco, Dish Out on Movies, the only movie review show on YouTube to review movies in terms of food. It's just Marco here once again, and this movie, I thought it was going to be like one of those movies where, even though it might not be a bad movie, it might be a movie where I'd have a lot to talk about, a lot to make fun of, but surprisingly, this is one of those movies, and I think it's like a special type of movie in a way because there's basically nothing to say. like I don't know, like it just seems kind of pointless. Like I know that if Safi was here, she'd probably go through the entire thing and spend like 30 minutes, going through the entire plot in extensive detail, but it's not one of those types of movies. And the movie that I'm talking about is the Cookie Mobster, and this is another Jenna overrated Ortega movie. And I thought, you know what, this movie's actually really, really good. This is one of those movies where it's got a lot of cliches. It's goofy. It's light. It kind of reminds me of a Monk episode without the detective story in it. Like you just have the weak kind of side story, but it's full of fluff and marshmallows and bubblegum and stuff, and you just can't help but love it, I mean, I didn't really know what people meant when they said that, like, some Hallmark movies made them feel good, but this is totally, like, a feel-good movie to me. It's all about this mobster, or this gangster guy, whatever, it's the same thing, and, he turns into state's witness, and he goes into witness protection, and meanwhile, his family's trying to track him down. So you got, I think they're his two brothers, and then the mom is still keeping in touch with him somehow. That was very unrealistic. Like, when you go into witness protection, you're in witness protection, but I guess it was only temporary. I don't know. It was kind of confusing, because I don't know why the mom was able to call him while he was secretly hiding away in this little town, but that's beside the point. It didn't really bother me that much. And in the small town, he is also he falls into the Hallmark movie trap. He falls in love with this middle-aged single mother, and he gets involved with whatever she's up to. You've seen this story over and over and over again. Well, in this movie, there's a Girl Scout cookie selling contest going on, and it's kind of strange because the whole, like, if you lose, whichever team loses has to disband their Girl Scout group, and I didn't think that was fair. Like, there should be, like, however many Girl Scout groups in any town anywhere. Like, they shouldn't have to disband because they lose a stupid cookie-selling contest. So, but, he meets up with them, and he gets really close with them. And then there's a little bit of conflict, I guess you could say. But it's really light, and it all works out in the end. That's actually my favorite part of the movie, when at the end he steals their dirty money accounting book. This movie's like a cartoon, and he turns them in, and they get caught, and then suddenly the agent who's been helping the main guy, she brought their mother all the way to the small town so that she could yell at the two mobsters and tell them they're going to be turned in no matter what. And then what's even funnier is she also yells at the leader of the competing Girl Scout group, this woman who looks like Michelle Obama, kind of, and she yells at her, and that was my favorite part of the movie, because it was so funny how, like, at the end, like, the real big boss is, like, this Italian mafia mother, and she comes to school everyone, And yeah, as I said, this movie's really, really good. It's not a movie that I would watch all the time. It's not a movie that I would call a masterpiece, but it's good for what it is. You know, sometimes a movie is just, it's good. That's why it kind of confuses me when people are so upset about how I'm negative towards things, because it's like when there's critical things to talk about, then there's actual things to talk about. But there isn't really anything to say with this movie, even though I really liked it and enjoyed the whole thing, you know? And so I don't really understand that. It's like, do you want like good and entertaining videos or not? Because you're not going to really get that with this review. Like this review, wow, it'll probably get like 10 views or something. Like, yeah. You know what I'd really like to see though? I'd really like to see like a horror movie where like it's the typical Hallmark movie plot where you have like this guy and he meets up with this single mother in this little small town, and then instead of things like becoming like a light romance, he discovers that she's like a serial killer or something, like just something, I don't know, because like how many times have they made these types of movies? Like at this point, they need to do things to spice it up, and that would be a fun way, you know? So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, this movie doesn't really give much to talk about, besides, I liked it. The main guy, he was funny, he was fun to watch. The love interest was fine for him, at least, and, yeah. So, how I would review this movie in terms of food, that's another question. I would say it's like a cupcake with sprinkles and strawberry frosting, like a vanilla cupcake, because I would say, like, I really love, like, strawberry flavored things now, like, especially, like, strawberry milkshake, strawberry cake. But I don't really eat cupcakes all the time. You know, cupcakes, they just kind of make me wish that I was eating a piece of cake. And so instead I prefer to have like cookies from this movie or something like that. But this movie's like a nice little cupcake that I might have once in a while. And I totally recommend this movie. I mean, it's a very fun, light movie, as I've said before 3 times. I wouldn't say it's better than The Little Rascal Saved the Day, though, because that movie had a lot more going on, and even though I guess this movie was a little bit more solid, since it was so simple, it I don't know, like, it kind of leaves more to be desired, because, well, but then again, you're not really going to get that in this type of movie, are you? So yeah, please like this video, and comment and tell me what you thought of this movie, The Cookie Mobster. I mean, it's a great title, too. I really love the title. And, yeah, it's so funny because Safi, she hasn't done, like, a Hallmark movie review since, like, what, like 2020? 2019? And so, like, it's so hilarious that, like, the first, like, movie review since then of one of these types of movies was done by me. You know, that's kind of interesting. You know, she had this weird thing where she was like, that's going to be my thing. I'm going to do Hallmark movie week every year. And then because people wouldn't give her movies after she asked them, she just stopped doing it. And it's like, oh, that's kind of lame. You could have found some yourself. But then she was like, oh, well, actually, a lot of them are bad. And I was like, yeah, I know that, Safi. I mean, but this movie is really, really good. Like, so there are movies out there that she could review for like a Hallmark movie week. Even though this movie's not a Christmas movie, it's a great movie. It's a great movie for when you're sick too. And hashtag still sick. So goodbye everybody. See you soon.